I wouldn't be sitting here right now if it weren't for the Virtues Project, and I truly have had the most incredible year of teaching that I've had in my 16 years. And one of the things that is just so amazing to me is just that the students really do possess these virtues, and as teachers, all we have to do is acknowledge that within them. And so we have what are called strength virtues and growth virtues. So what do you think strength virtue might be?
Something you're really good at and other people notice that you're good at doing that specific thing.
Okay, and a growth virtue?
It's something that you develop over time. Wow. Wisdom is the guardian of our choices. It helps us to discern the right path at the right moment. It gives us clarity of thought and deeper understanding. We use our best judgment, resisting the pull of impulse and desire. Wisdom gives us the maturity and patience to make sustainable decisions. We seek knowledge, enter reflection, and open ourselves to inspiration. We consider carefully, then act confidently. With wisdom takes us beyond thought to a deeper knowing. Wisdom grounds us in grace.
Sincerity. Sincerity is being open and genuine. Our words and actions reflect a truthful heart. People can trust that we mean what we say and say what we mean. When we are sincere, our actions come from a pure intent. We give for the sake of giving. We are transparently truthful. We don't do things to impress others. We have no need to deceive or pretend to be something we are not. We know it is enough simply to be ourselves.
Okay. Do you think that that's a strength or a growth virtue for you?
I think it's a strength for me. I'm pretty truthful and honest to everybody that I know. Pretty sincere to everybody, or I try to be at least.
All right. So I want to acknowledge you for your truthfulness, and I think also your compassion, because in order to do that, we need to show a lot of compassion for others. Nice job.
Thank you.
My strength virtue would be determination, because I'm a very determined child. I'm determined to do my best at any and everything that I put my mind to. My growth, what I need to grow on, I need to grow on kindness. I've been told that I can be a kind of hard shell person, and I think I need to work on that, because that's not really who I am, and I don't want to come off like that to everyone, so that's what I need to work on.
First of all, I want to congratulate you on winning a Virtues Acknowledgement. Which virtue were you acknowledged for?
I was acknowledged for the virtue of dignity.
Okay, and before you received your acknowledgement, did you realize that you possessed that virtue?
No, I actually did not realize that I had possessed that specific virtue. And then the teacher recognized me for the award, and I got the dignity card, and I read it, and I realized that I did possess a lot of the qualities and of dignity.
Were you surprised?
Yes, I was actually very surprised that someone noticed how I act, and someone noticed that I uphold a lot of grace and self-worthiness, and they noticed that I'm really true to myself.
Now, since you've received this award, do you feel like you've been able to use your dignity in other areas of your life?
Yes, actually, it reminded me to uphold dignity, and in certain situations how to act better and uphold myself with more grace and just be true to who I am. And
now, what did you do in the classroom? Was there anything specific that you did that the teacher acknowledged you for this?
She said that it wasn't one specific thing, but just on a daily basis, just everything I did. I was always trying to help other people out. If I finished my work early, I would help other students, or I would ask her if she needs anything. And she said just everything I did showed that I had a lot of dignity.
Well, I think that's fantastic, and I want to congratulate you again.
Thank you.
Nice job.
Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm passing back to you right now are the quizzes that you guys took on the Crucible. And I must say, your scores were very good. You did a good job. Class, the last 2 weeks we've spent reading The Crucible. And looking over these quiz grades, I really just want to acknowledge the purposefulness that you guys have been showing in class. You've been volunteering, you've been doing all of your homework, you've been helping each other out with some things that maybe other students are having trouble with. And that really showed on these quiz grades. You guys did an excellent job. Josh, I really admire your diligence in catching up with all the reading. You did a great job on that test.
How did it feel different as opposed to just good job, and then how she acknowledged you guys for your purposefulness and gave the evidence? Was there a difference for you?
I think it's a difference because it gives us encouragement to work harder than what we usually do. Instead of just doing our quiz grades and say, oh, we probably failed it anyway, it probably gives us confidence to say, oh, we probably passed it and we can excel.
Anybody else?
I think it actually it tells us that she took time to read our work and understand what we did and actually appreciate the time and effort that we spent in taking the test.
Ladies and gentlemen, what I need from you is please take out your Crucible books. Also, take out a blank sheet of paper.
I don't got my book.
Okay, where is your book? It's really, you have to have your book here with you in class every day.
It's in my locker.
Where's your book?
In my locker.
Put that away, please, now.
Yeah, girl, and then
Ladies and gentlemen, what I asked you to do, number 1 was take out your Crucible book. Number 2 was take out a blank sheet of paper. Are those directions too hard to follow? Yes. Alicia, you need to put that away right now. Can I have it? Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like for you to take out your Crucible books and also a blank sheet of paper, please. Ladies and gentlemen, what I need for us is to be purposeful in our task today in taking out our book and our paper so that we can get our class started and make the most of our time together. Thank you very much for your cooperation. Okay, moving on. Please open your book to page 121. A few months, I think it was right before our holiday break, that we brought all of the virtues, the cards in here. We had a chance to read through them together. And then what I had asked you to do was write a short paragraph to some of your teachers, trying to explain to them the things that you admire in them, the virtues that they put forth every day that have either helped you to realize something about yourself or they've just made a general good contribution to the climate of Kenwood High School. Do you guys remember that day, that class period? How many of you guys heard anything back from your teachers? Whether it was just a big thank you, thanks for your time, thanks for your kind words, okay? Does anyone want to say anything about that? Maybe what it was like to have a teacher thank you for something? Josh, go ahead.
I got a phone call from her.
You did?
Yeah. not like that. No, she called my parents and told me how good of a person I was, good student, and thanked me for everything. So I thought that was really cool.
How did that make you feel?
That made me feel really nice. It was just cool to have a teacher who normally doesn't call houses for good stuff, to actually call for good stuff,
Sure. Does anyone else have anything to share about that? Samantha?
After my teacher received the virtues acknowledgement, I walked into class the next day and she was crying, and I was like, why are you crying? She was like, I got these papers and they had virtues on them that kids thought that I did, and I've never seen someone say something so nice about me. I can't believe so many students like me. And it's just she really appreciated and had a great appreciation for all the things we had to say.
Miss McGovern, I acknowledge you because you make the class so creative. You make us want to learn. I look forward to coming to this class every day. When we're reading books, you let us watch a movie so that we get a better understanding of the book, and we don't read all the time. Sometimes we listen to audios, and that's really cool. That's creative. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.